I actually cut my beard like 3 weeks ago. I felt so empty down here. So empty. So hey, what's going on? Um, excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry for that. I know it's been a while, so I mean, I'm definitely trying to start this video off with good vibes, good vibes, and I don't really. I think I made another video about this. I probably made it. So I just don't know what to say anymore. Like I'm not at a loss for words. It's just the only thing I can do is vlog, I guess, or blog, and give a little update on what's going on and blah blah blah. So I'll just do that. I'll do just that. I'll do just that in this current video. Um, if you haven't noticed, not noticed, I hope you noticed. If you haven't seen me in a while, uh, I changed my diet. Changed my diet, not 100%, but let's just say I cut out eating animal products, meat, fish. People who don't call fish meat, which is stupid to me, is because if a cow is considered meat or of the meat category, and it's an animal, it has eyes, nose, mouth. I'll get that mixed up, ears, and then a fish has a snout. Wait, does it have a snout? I don't know. I should look it up before I said that. Eyes, fins. It moves. So the way I see it, if it moves and it makes a noise or eats something else or tail and arms or flappers or wings, it's an animal. It's still meat. The way I can see it, it may not be red meat. Fish may not be red meat, but it's still meat. So I have cut out that, not completely, but let's just say less than, because I don't say as you know, but as you know, on when I would watch Walking Dead, um, I would go out in 2021. I would go out to say my local corner store, deli, my poison shop, I guess you can call it, because you don't sell nothing in there really healthy. And I would get a sandwich, a bag of chips, and a brew, a beer. And I would just be like, Walking Dead time, Walking Dead, man. And yeah, Walking Dead stopped or ended in I forgot when it ended, April or something like that, May, and season two ended. Wait, season three? Season three. I think it was season three. I'm not sure. Probably was season three. I think it was season three. Yeah, I think it's season three. When it ended, and I just there was a certain point where I was like, you know what? Let me try this. Let me see if it works. Let me see if see if it works. Meaning that how I feel and how I think, and I think I was at my peak of doing that in spring or April or July or something like that. Just summertime, springtime, summertime. That's when I kind of really had. I was really into. I was buying grapes, not bananas. My mom buys bananas. I was buying grapes, strawberries, watermelon, pineapple. Oh, I love pineapple. Not so much of a fan of. I can eat a mango, but I don't like how the thread like floss gets in your teeth. I don't like. I can like usually you eat a fruit. I eat a fruit. I go but when I go on, yeah, it's like I gotta bite it like it's a piece of chicken or something, like a stretchy piece of strong meat type thing. I don't like doing that. But I was um getting into it and I felt good. I felt better. I was thinking better. I was remembering stuff. I was meditating. I was actually meditating before um I got into the trying to change my diet thing, the vegan or vegetarianism. Just I don't know which one, but change my diet, and I was feeling good. So along the way, I definitely had some bumps in the road. I didn't have a burger. Never had a hot dog. I didn't have any. I did have some shrimp, I think, a little bit of shrimp, some fish. It was seasoned, so that's what makes, if you don't know or if you haven't figured it out or what, that's what makes meat initially taste good, is seasoning and cooking it. Because eating meat raw is doesn't taste very good. Like buy a pack of chicken or buy a pack of roast beef or oh, pig feet, whatever the fuck you want to buy from the supermarket in the package, and just take it out and eat it just like that. You probably get accustomed to the taste, but at first it ain't gonna taste so good. So, not to say that's like a reason why you should switch. I'm not trying to convert you or nothing. It's just that when you use logic and use common sense into what you're doing in your life, and especially what you're putting in your body, things just start to pop up as red flags around you. So that was one of the red flags that someone actually brought to my attention in a video, or just in a video, and on top of that, I thought about it after the person said it. Um, but I had a few bumps in the road. I still eat processed food, but I wouldn't say a lot. Like recently I've been eating waffles because I got syrup. You have pancake mix. So I'm like, when we had a pancake mix, I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just get some waffles. So I got some waffles this week and last week. Not a lot, not a family box like this thick, but like a small regular box of waffles. 3 boxes to be exact. Um, Tostitos, tortilla chips. Sorry, the salsa. I mean, I think about it, I'm buying movies online, a few movies, and like I bought Pacific Rim. There's no excuse. I know there's no excuse. I can't make excuses about I bought Pacific Rim. And I was like, fuck yeah, this movie's awesome. So I was just kind of like chopping up some onions and put them in the salsa. I eat onions raw sometimes, a piece of it, not the whole thing, obviously, but pieces of the onions I eat. Um, to help me with my respiratory system. Not to say I'm clogged up in there, because I think we all are. Probably just speaking about me, I know I am, but just it helps me breathe better. So when I meditate, like the onions, I can just breathe a little better, you know. And what else? Tostitos. That's about it. I mean, wheat thins at times. But I noticed something with me recently is that because of the sun, but I'm in New York. Because of the sun kind of not getting enough play, as in like the seasons are changing. But even though the poles are shifting, North Pole and South Pole, I think they're shifting. Guess why the weather happened? That's why I was going on the weather. Either that or heart or something else. But just but me in my diet, I know it's like the sun and all that stuff. Now I'm just focusing on vegetables. I'm just a romaine hearts. I don't have any carrots. I bought some broccoli. Broccoli is my jam too. I love broccoli. Broccoli, what's up? I got some kale. I had yet to eat some of that, but I'm starting to get into more of the vegetables and like the peanuts and probably some almonds and stuff. Like I'm not going on fruit. I haven't taken fruit out of my diet. It just so happens that my body's just like like fruits. And I'm like, fruits are good. Fruits have energy. I'm just like not feeling the fruits right now. I don't know why. I'll probably get back into it. I actually have some grapes over here on my left side. Yeah, my left. And I'm picking at those right now. I definitely have a lot of raw peanuts. So that's also been part of my diet. But even before I stopped eating the meat this year, of this year, beginning of this year. What else? Yeah. I ordered a few books. One of the books I ordered is called Nutricide. Because of the video, you can't really see it's reverse, but it's called Nutricide: The Nutritional Destruction of the Black Race by Dr. Layla Africa, best-selling author of African Holistic Health. And oh my gosh, man, I read one section so far. Actually, I read another section, but I don't. It was, you know what I tried to do? I tried to force myself through the beginning. I was like, Travis, read through the intro and the summary and the first chapter, and I was like, I got to a point where I was like, I don't feel like it. Not like I was lazy, but I was like, I don't necessarily wish to read it in that order, because like there's so many sections and chapters I want to choose and see which one applies to me or what I'm observing and viewing through my everyday life, my point of view and all that stuff. So one thing that I got to was in the back was it's called Chapter 6, Once Upon a Time: Harmful Effects of White Fairy Tales on Black Children. That shit had me. I was like, no. I was like, it made sense. It just made sense on how, if I can summarize it, because I don't want to read word for word and copyright something, so I'm just gonna summarize it the best I can, to the best of my abilities. Pretty much speaking on the fact that because of these like fairy tales that aren't they're not they're not they're dysfunctional fairy tales. You know what I'm trying to say? One some example in the chapter was like Little Red Riding Hood and how red represents sex or sexual desires or readiness. Oh yes, it means fertile, sexually active, and like the wolf and how men kind of resemble wolves and how men always just want sex. And what was again the how Little Red Riding Hood disobeyed her mother, like certain elements that you don't really pick up on just visually, but however, you subconsciously involuntarily go, wait a second, like you pick up on it and you, whoa. So I'm sure you heard that like Disney and Lion King, and this has sex in the smoke. There's certain subliminal things they send to children in cartoons, comics, superheroes, you name it. You know what I'm trying to say? Fairy tales. There's. But the thing about it, what was so fascinating about that section to me was that when it comes to storytelling, I love storytelling. I love story. Believe it or not, it's not like I'm like a speed demon, an ADD. I want to go from here to there. No, I'm really. I'll listen to a story if I feel like it's worthwhile, and I'll listen even more if you're telling the truth and you're being honest about the story, or at least just it's an intriguing story that you just kind of like as you're hearing it, you're imagining it. Like I love to use my imagination. Our imagination is a tool that we should really not slack on. Ever since I was a little kid, I used my imagination and I invented little toys because my cousin would steal toys from a local store or a pharmacy, and that wears red, and I didn't like that. I felt nervous. I was like, why can't you just buy it? I felt nervous. So there was times where I would just think of things. I would look at a pencil sharpener. I would look at straws and a pipe cleaner and a button and a paper clip. And I would just I'm on I'm on my MacGyver shit, right? And I would be MacGyver with it. And I would just make a toy, and I would just be like, it felt good to just think of something and then bring it into the physical world. It was awesome, and I kind of lost touch with that going through high school. I think I actually made a video. Okay. I actually made a video. Oh, I think I made a video. I may have said that in the video. Like I kind of lost touch a little bit with my imagination during high school. But I noticed that when I was in compromising situations as a kid, or like boring, or my imagination was just like, hey, Trav, what about that? I'm like, oh, that's a cool idea. I would just I would have a conversation, a dialogue with my imagination. So that's something that really is you gotta keep. So kind of lost track with that a little bit. I was like into it, then I was just kind of getting thirsty, and I was like, what did I say again? So yeah, this book is about 400 pages long. I've read not even 100 pages yet, but I feel confident in what I'm reading, and I feel good. I feel like health is something that I gotta know. I gotta look up on. I gotta get on. I can't slack on health. I cannot, because my oh because that's a skill that I can learn right now. That is also that's necessary. Even when you're talking about things about collapse, financial collapse, or just living, pretty much. So that's not all that I got. I'm trying to think right now. Don't watch TV anymore. I never really used to watch TV anymore besides The Walking Dead. Now it's back on. It's kind of like, don't do it, don't do it. Oh, it's a good show, but don't do it. So it's like constructing this diet for myself. Not only food, supplements, but like TV, electronics, internet. Ever since I guess I stopped working because of that incident. Um, I'm not out of work. I'm not handicapped. It's just that when you don't have a phone, it's kind of like back to square one. You know what I'm trying to say? Like back to square one. And it's like fuck. So when I get my phone back up, hopefully, or when I'm gonna just get some work if I want to get some work. Because that's how I think people should work. Not be lazy, but you should work if you want to. I think work should be a choice, not a demand. And people may say, "How can you say that? Because without someone working, you wouldn't have what you have today." And I'm like, "Yeah, but they didn't. We live in a culture, I guess in America, we live in a culture where we force things upon ourselves and force things upon others. And if you don't, that's a violation. That's a fine. And that's what makes it so boa constrictive. I made a term up. Did I make it? I think I made it up, but I like using it. Boa constrictive. And having that it's not healthy for you. So I know it's kind of like asinine or kind of ignorant for me to say that, but if it works for me. Not to say I love to not work. I love to just be laid back. It's just when I found my rhythm, it worked for me, and I realized from that day on, like, try work with your rhythm, work with your rhythm. Have your own pace. Don't just it's time to go job fair. Like, go to college now. But I did that before. I've done things before where I went out of rhythm, out of sync, and I paid for it dearly. Not like an arm and a leg, but like time, energy, um, suffering, like torture, putting myself in a room with people that don't, you just and you got to deal with that because you said go to college, get a job. So it's kind of like by pushing myself into that box, it has harmful effects. So that's just about my rhythm. I don't know if anybody has the same thing, but I like to have my own rhythm, and when I find it, I'm just because I don't spend it on nothing. When I think about it, when I have money, I don't really spend it on anything. I have had many chances to buy a PS3, Xbox 360, a PS Vita. I haven't because those things don't serve me as well as a book may or distilled water with lemon and lime juice that I have yet to put in it. But I usually drink my distilled water with lemon and lime juice or squeeze lemon and squeeze lime. Say it like that technically. But those things can serve me better, and being around nature can serve me better than staying inside and playing video games. As much as it's fun, as much as I can think of plenty of ideas, as a lot of gamers who probably watch my channel, or people who play video games watching my channel, know that as a gamer, you always think about what to do, or what you could do, or how to be creative, or how you could have more fun. But there's been many times since coming out of, I won't say coming out of high school, but just by not being in an institution for up to 3 years now, by not being in an institution, like a school or a church or whatever, and having this time, there's times where you think of yourself, I can make money doing this, I can make money doing that, and I know I can make money doing certain things, but there's certain things that bite me, like, if I bring this creation of mine into existence, into the physical plane, will it have a harmful effect on people? Will it inspire people? I mean, it's probably not for me to know, but it's kind of like, I don't want to create a Frankenstein and then he kills half the planet. I know I'm exaggerating in a way with my example, but I don't want to have that on my head. I want to be as responsible as I can and have as much accountability as I can. So there's times where I don't know what to say or what to do, but then again, like, my inner self guides me, and I've noticed that a few times in the past years that, like, my inner self has looked out for me even when I wasn't paying attention. It's kind of like a guardian angel. Like, you're crossing the street, you're not paying attention, then something just pulls you back. But it's not a person, it's nobody. It's just something pulls you back. So I've noticed that with my inner guides. So I can't, in a way, it's like I can't let my inner guide down, my inner self. I have to succeed in something. I don't know what it is right now. I'm building towards it. I've always had the feeling I am building towards it. It's just that I haven't made a video in a while, so I'm just thinking, okay, make a video for people who keep in touch with me, or try to at least. And I mean, I don't know. Just either see, like, what I just said in the last 19 minutes is, yeah, it's been 19 minutes, right? it's that's the personal journey track. Prince U28. That's the personal Prince U28. The the ranty, loud, funny, other things PG 28. Yeah, I just haven't been into. I mean, I've been watching some videos recently about like Fukushima, the typhoon, the government shutdown. People feel about it. A few things here and there. Nothing hardcore. But it's just like, what would that do? And on top of it, I'm noticing with the free time I have, I'm turning to free to play browser games. Not every one of them, but like I'm playing one right now. So, and I'm playing one right now, and I've noticed that I played this same game, this free to play browser game, in the past, and I had to let go of it because I was upset. I was like, come on, Trav, get your ass out, get off your ass and do something. So I hope this doesn't have the same effect. I hope I can be more moderate with this game I'm playing. See what I'm trying to say? It's just like I'm trying to work through this diet, and I'm still eating potato chips. Not every day, but I eat potato chips, tortilla chips, syrup in the waffles, the sweets, um, use of computer, you know, not as active as I. When I was working, I would skateboard everywhere I go. Not everywhere I go, but I have a cruiser, a little mini cruiser, and I skate and exercise, good exercise. You know, I live near the beach too, so it's like good air. The way I see it, good air. So I would, I noticed a change in how I used to be, at least in terms of being active. So I want to get back into that. So it, it's like the past PG-28 conflicting with the future PG-28. It's not all out war, but it's just because I want to keep in contact with people. I want to share something and give people something in a video. I just don't want to. Hey, hi. I want to. Here you go. Oh wow, thank you. Something. I used to do it with my old videos, my first videos, but now I see it as like my old man is running out of steam. So is there anything else I can add? I'm gonna think about it now. Um, meditation. And again, that goes into diet things. So I don't even need to talk about that. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. It's what's going on. Everyone's feeling it. By now, people should be feeling it. The energy, what's going on. It's like I haven't been studying anything, but I have been looking at things that I wouldn't look at 2 years ago. Let's just say that. And I don't know. I don't know. It's people change, and sometimes people don't change. But are people afraid of other people accepting them for their change? Like that, not like, oh, you're afraid that you're going to deny me because I changed. Like no, people. It's kind of I feel like this thing of people are changing, and you think that people that don't like that they're changing, but deep down you do like that they're changing. So if you were to admit that to people, they would go, "Oh my God, you like the fact that I'm changing to a different person?" Yeah, I do. I appreciate. So it's kind of like everybody's thinking reversed in a way. Like everyone's, everyone was thinking in a straight line. Not saying they were sheep, but everyone was thinking in a straight line, and then it came to a point where if the politicians are liars, then everything's a lie. So now when anybody's telling you something or getting that deep on you and you don't expect them to, it's kind of like you're lying. So I don't know. I don't know. Probably I just confused people just then, but I didn't mean to if I did. So I'm gonna close it here. Um, so just something. I don't know. It's been like a month almost. I made a new video on this channel. So yeah. Hope everyone's doing well. But then again, I don't really mean that. I'm not saying I hate people. It's just it's so typical to say. It's like you know. So I'll say this. Think about it. Think about it a little bit. Hmm. 13 Hotep, 13 guidance, and 13 protection on your journey.